Today we're looking at a side shift drum lifter. The unique properties about this unit is the fact that the lifter in the centre, this lifts and lowers drums, but it can be shifted left and right. We undo this toggle clamp and then the whole lifter will traverse across these beams. This is very useful when you have a pallet of drums against a wall and you want to unload all the drums from one side. The unit also straddles over the pallet, so these beams at the bottom allow the unit to go all the way over the pallet and remove the drums from the rear with one machine. This unit also has electric lift, so we have our standard manual hydraulic lift where we pump our handle here to raise the gripper and lift our drum. But we also have a powered feature where if we switch it on, you see our display comes on and we have a green lift button to lift our drums up and down. We'll now demonstrate the unit in action. We push the unit forward towards the drum, bring our gripper above the drum, and then we lower down over the top lip of the drum. Once engaged, we can press our lift button. We can use our tiller to pull the unit back, and if we want, we can centralise the drum just so we're fully balanced when we're manoeuvring. Going to bring it over to the side and place it down. We'll come over to one side and then we lower down. Bring our lifter across into the centre. And then we're going to pick up this green drum. I'm going to lift the catch up above the drum once again. Move the unit forward and lower down. Lift up. Bring yourself over to this right hand side. We'll slide the drum slightly to the left to give ourselves plenty of clearance. And lower down. As we lift up, bring our gripper up so we clear the pallet. As we're trying to line up, we're now going to straddle over the pallet. We just want to stand back with the tiller in the down position. We've got lots of leverage to position ourselves and guide ourselves around the pallet, making sure we've got adequate clearance on both sides. So that looks good to me. I'm going to bring the lifter across as before. At the front we've got a kick plate which I'm just going to fold up because we don't need that for plastic drums. We come along, lower down, the same procedure as before, and lift up. Pulling our unit back, spin it around, and we'll put this one off to the side as well. To handle this Mauser drum, we just need to make a small adjustment to the top hook. We'll show a close-up of this in the next clip. We basically remove a pin, and this removes our top hook. We can then swap this back in a further forward position, which is better suited to this egg-shaped Mauser drum. Again, we bring our unit round. Standing back, we want to check each side of the pallet and make sure we're correctly lined up. We've got adequate clearance. Happy with that there. Bring our lifter across, making sure we're dead in the centre of the drum. Going to lift up slightly. Just going to check that we're exactly in the centre before we lower down. we're fully engaged, we press our lift button. Just going to bring ourselves right across. And lower down. We're now ready to deal with our next pallet of drums. We're now looking at the rack of this unit and the catch situated at the top here. The unique part about this rack is that the catch can be moved up and down to cater for drums of different heights. To adjust the height, we pull out this small pin, we take one hand and hold the bottom of the catch and then hold the top with our other hand. We then unhook it and we can slide it up and down to a different position on the rack. Once we're happy, we hook it into the new position. We then refit our pin, which locks it in place. The top hook is also adjustable for different drum types. All drums have different lips and different top edges, and we can move this forward for larger top edges or different drum types. We hold the top hook with one hand, we remove a secondary pin, and the whole top hook is removed. We then refit it in a different hole, so in this case I'm going to put it in the furthest forward hole, and this has moved this top edge further forward. In the instruction manual there's more details on this adjustment and the different drum types we can cater for. At the bottom here we have a kick plate. This should be used on steel 200 litre drums for keeping the drum more vertical. If we're handling plastic drums or small drums, we can simply fold this up out of the way and it's not needed. Showing you the rear panel in more detail, first of all we have our pump handle. This is manual hydraulic. We pump the handle and that lifts the drum up. To lower the drum we have this hydraulic lowering valve which we rotate anti-clockwise to lower the drum down. So we have these manual options as well as our powered control panel here. On the powered panel, we have a key switch here which we turn into the on position to turn the unit on. You see our green battery display comes on, shows how much battery we have remaining in the unit. We then have a powered lift button here, so we simply press this and hold for as long as we need to lift. So we press lift. Once we let go, the lift stops. To lower down, we use the same lowering lever, so we use our manual hydraulic lowering lever to lower the drum gripper down. When we're finished with the unit, we want to turn it off to preserve the battery life, and we want to keep the unit topped up by plugging in the mains power charger to this charging port here.